are in discussion with the China occupied region. China is not a very big country the way it looks, three times bigger than India. But China may be bigger than India still. China is a big country. But certainly it is not three times bigger to it. China has occupied 11 regions to become China. And 11 regions are Manchuria, Inner Mongolia, then Macau, and then Hong Kong. Four regions, Yunnan. Five regions, they are not considered as part of mainland China. Qinghai province, sixth region, Tibet, seventh region, Xinjiang province, eighth region, then Aksai Chin, ninth region, and Samsgam Valley, 10th region, and Pamir Valley, 11th region. 11 region. Now, China, it is all 11 regions are disputed land of the China. This is called. People are struggling. If you see Hong Kong, then daily processions are happening from the people. They don't want to abide by the Chinese rule and regulation. They are not Chinese. So they don't want to go by the way China government want them to go ahead. They don't like. Somehow they were more relaxed under the Britishers only. Similarly, the Macau, they were more relaxed under the Portuguese only. They don't want to kind of mix with them. Same condition, Yunnan region, where it is considered as part of Indian subcontinent. There is a Ramayana there. Yunnan has Ramayana, and there is a Ram Leela, and this kind of activity happens in Yunnan nowadays also. Now, anyway, we have talked about Manchuria, Yunnan, Macau, and Hong Kong acquisition or controlling these regions by China. Now, Inner Mongolia. Inner Mongolia, Manchuria, and Yunnan province, they were given to this Qing dynasty. Qing dynasty is considered as the most serving dynasty in China. 5 centuries, 6 centuries they went. 1912, Qing dynasty finally fell. 1912. They started, I believe, 1300 or 1300 only or something like that. 1912, Qing dynasty went away. Now, prior to Qing dynasty, it was Yuan dynasty that was founded by Kublai Khan, Mongol Empire. And Mongol Empire, they won Manchuria. It was Mongolia kingdom. They won Manchuria. Anyway, Inner Mongolia was part of Mongol Empire only. It is Mongolia. And Yunnan province. This much was the Mongol Empire. When Mongol Empire was kicked out by Qing dynasty, then in gift they got Manchuria, they got Inner Mongolia, and they got Yunnan province. Inner Mongolia means part of Mongolia they got. They would have tried to capture full Mongolia because they consider themselves as successor of Kublai Khan. Now Kublai Khan's successor, but they could not get hold of the main Mongolia. Outer Mongolia, or nowadays it is called Inner Mongolia in China, that region they could capture. In 17th century, the descendant of Kublai Khan, some Khan were there, means since the 14th century, when Qing dynasty came into the picture, since then to 17th century, around 200, 14th, 300, 300 years, the Kublai Khan descendant, they tried to get their Mongolia region away from the Qing dynasty because it was their region. Okay, Manchuria is not part of Mongolia, Yunnan is not part of Mongolia. But Inner Mongolia, that is a state of autonomous region of China now, that was part of Mongolia. That was forcibly taken by Qing dynasty. Their three descendants of Changiz Khan or Kublai Khan, three descendants, also sorry, 300 years their descendants, they fought with Qing dynasty to get away their Mongolia. But they were not that powerful like their ancestors. They could never get Mongolia out of the clutch. That is Inner Mongolia out of from their clutch. That is the kind of devastation that happened to the Mongol dynasty. And then finally, in kind of okay, so this Inner Mongolia, this kind of region, Inner Mongolia, this kind of region, in the Second World War, so these were in trouble as far as Japan is concerned. So Japan came into the picture and it captured Manchuria and Inner Mongolia, these region or something like that. In 1947, around when Japan became weak or it got defeated in Second World War, all of a sudden Russia and China they captured the Inner Mongolia again, and they declared it as 1947. They declared Inner Mongolia as autonomous region to keep people quiet out there. They should not shout much. They declared it as autonomous region, Inner Mongolia, and in 1947, in a written fashion, Inner Mongolia became part of China. Russia helped China because China was becoming a communist country. In that sense, Russia plus China it became very heavy on Japan or whatever it is. And Inner Mongolia in 1947 officially it became part of China or People's Republic of China (PRC). Okay, there is a province called Qinghai province. Qinghai province is part of Tibet, outer Tibet. It is called North Tibet or outer Tibet or lower Tibet. Lower Tibet means it is little bit less height than Tibet. Tibet is 4,000 meter average height. Qinghai province is little less. People call it lower Tibet or outer Tibet, outside or North Tibet also. The Qinghai province was very sparsely populated. So 1720, the Qing dynasty, they took over Qinghai. They took over part of Tibet. The way they took over part of Mongolia, they took over part of Tibet also. Tibetan army, they fought for it, but they could not do anything. So that part of Tibet, they lost in 1721. And 1928, they declared as a state of China, claiming as Qinghai. Qinghai is a lake out there, very big lake, Qinghai Lake. And because of the name, they named the province as Qinghai. Otherwise, it was Tibet. So that region they acquired in 1720 only, and 1920 officially they declared as a state. Now the Tibetan people in Tibetan people in 1720 only they fled from there. They came to Tibet, and that reason more or less Chinese Han people, they are considered as the main people of the China. So Chinese Han people they started populating that region. Anyway, still Qinghai province is sparsely populated. So Qinghai province now only 27% population is Tibetan people. Otherwise, rest is Chinese people only. So Qinghai province unofficially 1720, officially 1928, it became part of China. Okay, so this is the story of Inner Mongolia and Qinghai province. Okay, then it comes as Aksai Chin. Aksai Chin is a part of Jammu and Kashmir, and it became part of China in 1962 officially. Officially, it became part of China in 1962. But China had occupied it in beginning of 1951. 1950, Indian government was so, someone can say they were so prompt in controlling their land that Aksai Chin region of Jammu Kashmir, northeast of Jammu Kashmir, they were so kind of attentive in their government that in 1951 itself or 1949 itself, China started making a road in the Aksai Chin. Okay, China, we will talk about Xinjiang and Tibet later. So China had started constructing a road. I believe that road passes through Aksai Chin and 150 kilometers of the road that passes. Indian government was totally non-attentive. Can someone believe this? And in 1959, it was published in a Beijing, China, one magazine that the world highest road belongs to China. And there the map was shown was Jammu and Kashmir. Now that map became a kind of viral worldwide that China has built highest road and that falls in India. 1959. Till then Indian government was silent. When it became something uncontrollable, then Indian government started talking with China. What nonsense you have done! You have built a road inside India, and you don't know. Then China started saying it is our land. And in 1962, India and China war happened, and India lost it, the war. And they not only occupied Aksai Chin, they came inside of the Aksai Chin, whatever it is. Now, United Nations concern was made, and India lost that region. So, 1962, China controlled Aksai Chin. In 1949 itself, it has started building the road in Aksai Chin, and Indian government was sleeping, or it was busy in looting its own people. No one knows. Indian government, India democratic system, the way they have looted its people to an extent that today half of the Indian population they don't have two-time food also. They sleep empty stomach. That is the country India. Means no one can claim on me. In hunger index, out of 125 country in the world in hunger index, India is 130 or 115, something like that. Only 12, 10 countries are there. They are more hungry than India. That is the condition of India. In 1947, certainly this was not condition of India. Means the government, whoever comes, they don't know for 10 years inside your boundary, someone is building road. I'm not saying people are terrorists are hiding on the mountain they could not see. Full play now the kind of I believe CIA is American agency. They had full knowledge about this road. Later, they made the document global, and in that document, they were pointing that so many road construction to build the to make the, to construct the road, so many camels were used, so many soldiers, so many army people were used. In hundreds of camel, hundred of army people, they are writing, the CIA, they are mentioning that at this location so many camels are standing. At this location so many army people are there. This is this. In 1951 only they were disclosing. But America was knowing it. And China was doing it. And inside the Indian territory, and Indian government was not knowing it. Can someone believe that? But their focus was something else. And when 1959, when it came to map of China, then Indian government to hide their what you can say insult in front of everyone worldwide, they started shouting that you have to leave, you have to leave. Now Chinese they started saying not Aksai Chin is our region, till Ladakh is China. This is what they started saying. Till Leh and Ladakh, it is China. Leh and Ladakh belongs to Xinjiang. It does not belong to India. See, this is called power of a country. Where is mainland China? You can see the map. Where is mainland China? They crossed Qinghai, Tibet, Xinjiang. They came to Aksai Chin, and now they were talking about Leh and Ladakh. Where is Delhi? New Delhi, and see what they were doing. They crossed the McMahon line also. So this is how they captured Aksai Chin in 1962 time frame. 38,000 square kilometer they took. 38,000 square kilometer. If you see Indian territory, then that is the most precious land. Part of Aksai chain is part of Tibet, part of Aksai chain is part of Kasi Kasgar, and part of Aksai chain is part of Leh and Ladakh region. It is very strategically, it is very important for India. And geographically also, the Karakush and Yarankush and Karakush and Yarakush. I believe Yarankush and I don't remember the exact name of the river, White Z and Black Z river. Okay, Yarankush and Karakush river. They originates from Aksai Chin region only. And the tributary to Indus river that come few river they come from the Aksai Chin only. Very important region. But India lost it. And Indian Prime Minister at that time he claimed that that region was of no use. Okay, so leave it, forget it. So this is the, I believe this is how they acquired. Okay, later we will talk about the Chinese acquisition of Pamir Valley, Samsgam Valley, Kasi Kasgar, and very infamous Tibet. Tibet. More than 1 million people they were killed in Tibet. while they were acquiring Tibet. Very, very unfortunate incident. Anyway, one out of every six Tibet was killed in the war, and that was acquisition of Tibet that happened in 1959. So that we will talk, that is 11 region or country that China has acquired. Now it is a very big country. Okay, this is the, I don't know, this is very, I don't know, it is unfortunate for whom, I don't know, but certainly it is unfortunate for India because it lost Aksai Chin. That was registered land of India in United Nations.